What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, OLEKSANDR USYK's team is saying that they're going to push for the Anthony Joshua fight next, seeing as though if OLEKSANDR USYK is successful in his upcoming fight with Carlos Takam, he will automatically become the mandatory for the WBO, and they're going to push for Anthony Joshua fight next. They said there's a possibility that they'll give him an interim fight after this Jarrell Big Baby Miller fight, should he be successful. But they're going to push to have the fight next. A la, you know, how Terrence Crawford moved up to welterweight from junior welterweight, and he was the undisputed WBO champion as well. He held all 4 titles, as Usyk held all 4 titles at the cruiserweight division. So with that said, Terrence Crawford moved up to welterweight, and he automatically became the mandatory for the WBO strap. That's how the WBO operates, okay? So with that said, OLEKSANDR USYK and his team are going to push for the Anthony Joshua fight next. Should they get past Carlos Takam, they're highly expecting to get past Carlos Takam. I expect them to get past Carlos Takam. But with that said, you know, they're going to look to make the fight with Anthony Joshua immediately. They said there's no reason to wait. They don't want to wait. They don't want to have no. They said it's just a beating Carlos Takam and fighting Anthony Joshua is just the cherry on the top. This is what they said, quote. But you know, I told you guys before, I said that Anthony Joshua next fight, should he not fight Deontay Wilder, that's the only fight that's going to prevent Anthony Joshua from fighting OLEKSANDR USYK next, the Deontay Wilder fight. If Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder come to agreement and get the fight over the finish line, and it comes to fruition, that's the only fight that could hold up the OLEKSANDR USYK fight for Anthony Joshua, due to the fact that in this situation, mandatory unification will trump the mandatory, right? But we did see that Anthony Joshua chooses at times to go the route of the mandatory, what he did with Deontay Wilder and Alexander Povetkin. Regardless of what this person say or that person say, you know, I'm right, who's right, whoever's right, right? He went the route of fighting his mandatory. So this is what his promoter had to say, OLEKSANDR USYK promoter. He said, quote, "The fact that Usyk will become a mandatory challenger is not PR. He said these are the WBO rules, which were confirmed by the organization president Francisco Valcarcel. 4 days ago, I spoke with him. If Usyk wins, he officially leaves the WBO cruiserweight title. Usyk gains the position of official heavyweight challenger. Who is the champion? Joshua." He's asking the question, who is the champion? Joshua. So Usyk is the mandatory claimant to fight Anthony Joshua. From the moment that when Usyk becomes the official challenger, the fight with Joshua is irresistible, inevitable. He goes on to say, will there be an interim fight? Possibly, but all this is built in from a pyramid, and on top of which will be a cherry on the top. So he's saying that this is already built up, right? So he says that, will there be an interim fight? Possibly, but all of this is built in from the. This is a built-in form of the pyramid. So he's saying that it was already set in place, you know, and the fight with Joshua is just the cherry on top. So the pyramid is already built, and at the top of it, all you got to do is put the cherry on it. A la, you know, when you build your Christmas tree, and all you got to do is put the star on the top. That's what he's alluding to, right? So then he goes, Usyk versus Joshua. That's what he stated. So I told you guys before that most likely Anthony Joshua will be facing OLEKSANDR USYK next. And I made multiple videos about it. I told you guys that as fools go, OLEKSANDR USYK cannot beat Anthony Joshua. He will not beat Anthony Joshua. He just doesn't have the tools, the size, and he doesn't have any advantages to beat Anthony Joshua. He's going to lose to Anthony Joshua, point blank and period. But I told you guys they were going to build this fight up as to make Usyk a validated opponent for Anthony Joshua if the Wilder fight doesn't come to fruition. They're going to build OLEKSANDR USYK up because he's undisputed cruiserweight. He beats Carlos Takam. That's a common opponent they have. You know, Anthony Joshua beat Carlos Takam. A lot of people thought it was a premature stoppage, but he won nonetheless. So that they have a common opponent. You know, you can see this coming a mile away. I told you guys this was going to happen. And it's going to happen. You're going to see Anthony Joshua versus OLEKSANDR USYK. Just off of the comments that Deontay Wilder stated that he doesn't see the fight happening until 2020 like they stated. that further lets me know that we're going to see Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk if Anthony Joshua gets past Jarrell Big Baby Miller, which is no giveaway, you know, so that's not a guarantee. So let's see what happens, man. Jarrell Big Baby Miller could pull an upset, beat Anthony Joshua, and then you're going to see Anthony Joshua versus Jarrell Miller too, obviously, because Usyk, why would you fight Joshua at that point? He won't be the WBO champion. That would be Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and then, you know, they would, you know, there's a rematch clause, so of course Anthony Joshua would get a shot, you know, at regaining his title, so on and so forth. But I told you guys Alexander Usyk versus Anthony Joshua will be next, and that's going to come to fruition if Anthony Joshua is successful against Jarrell Big Baby Miller. But that's all I got for y'all, man. It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, or one word. You already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk, most likely next. Peace.